Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bobcats basketball. Kevin Rao with you tonight here at Northmor High School as the boys team will take on the Northmor Golden Knights in a non-conference game. Glad you're alongside this evening. Of course, we had the girls game earlier. Boy, they led it in the fourth quarter. Couldn't quite hang on with an injury-depleted squad, but what an effort they gave forth. So the boys will have the nightcap of this doubleheader here at Northmor High School. Beautiful gym here, and I got to tell you, they have taken incredible care of us tonight. Justin Hirschberger, the athletic director here, has made sure that we were well taken care of as we got here. Got to see actually the freshmen and JVs all play as well. JVs, big win. Just a little bit ago, they finished up. Nice crowd here tonight. Of course, this Northmor team graduated 4 seniors last year, all of whom contributed to a very, very good season and topped the Bobcats in Grandview. Now you see the youth movement on both sides. Of the 10 starters tonight, 7 of them will be juniors, 3 seniors. Northmor being introduced to us. Let's give you starting lineups for Northmor. Cole Dilley, the only senior in the starting lineup. He's 6'4" guard. Hunter Mariotti, a junior, 6'2". Logan Randolph, a 5'10" junior. Blake Miller, 6'5" junior, and another 6'5" junior in Trevor Geckler. For Grandview, it'll be the junior Brian Collier, 5'10". The point guard is Aaron Cincione, who's back in the lineup. His 3rd game since coming back off an injury. Senior guard, Manny Day, and the other senior, 6'2", guard Lance Traris, a forward at 6'3", and junior Luke Lachey will round out the starting lineup, a 6'6" junior. Getting ready to toss it up. We are right courtside tonight at the scorer's table. It'll be Luke Lachey jumping it up against Blake Miller. Both juniors. Tossed up, and Grandview will control. Traris gets it off the tip from Lachey. It'll be Cincione run out top. Man-to-man defense from Northmor. Day drives down the left side, lays it off the board, no good. There's Lachey, tips, gets the rebound again and puts it back in. Couple looks at it, and Grandview on the board first here tonight. Bobcats will start out in a man-to-man. Triggering the offense, it'll be Logan Randolph. Comes right side to Blake Miller, now into the corner to Dilley. Dilley holds it over his head, dribbles back toward the corner, now picks up the dribble, guarded by Collier. Randolph drives in, it's going to be kicked away, go out of bounds off of Randolph's shin as he tried to make a move toward the lane, and Grandview will bring it the length of the court. Some man-to-man pressure. Actually, they're going to run a little trap zone here at half court. Grandview easily across, Traris, right block. Turn, spins in the lane, will kick it back out. Day has it, heads toward the basket to the baseline. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Grandview. It'll be Collier to toss it in from underneath the basket. Grandview ahead 2-0 here in the early going. Lachey will get it left corner. Fakes the handoff, goes right down the baseline. He wanted to slam it, but he was blocked enough, but ends up laying it in. He had a great move down the left baseline to get to the hoop. Randolph, now to Blake Miller. Miller holds and looks. Now he'll come back out top to Dilley. Mariotti. And around it goes, around the perimeter now to the left side to Dilley. Dilley's going to drive left baseline, stops about 10 feet and retreats to the corner. Out top to Randolph. Right block, it's going to go out of bounds as they fed it down to Trevor Geckler, and he wanted to make a move and just lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. Grandview will get it back. 6.5 minutes to go first quarter, leading at 4-0. Cincione brings it up against that half-court press, still in the backcourt. Now across the timeline, bounce pass ahead, Collier at the free throw line. Left corner, Traris. Now Collier, he'll drive right side of the baseline, puts it up off the board and good. Brian Collier, and then he's able to knock the inbounds pass back to the player that was throwing it in, Blake Miller, and he had not established position in on the court, and so Grandview will get the turnover. We'll get a quick timeout called by the Northmor Golden Knights. We'll take that timeout. Grandview, first 6 points of the ball game. We'll be back right after this. Quick timeout called by Northmor to gather themselves after the turnover. Grandview gets it back. Heads up play by Brian Collier to knock it back into the inbounder who had not come inbound yet. And Grandview will have it under their basket. Collier will trigger it. Still holding, looking. And he'll go to Traris over his head, but he was able to grab it before the defense knew where it was. Cincione will run it out top. Manny Day now left point. Gets a screen top of the key from Lachey. Lachey rolls off that, can't get it to him though. Traris finds Collier. Started to drive, now will kick to Day. He'll bring it down left baseline, pops up from 8 feet and nails it. Nice move and good recognition and know he wasn't going to get to the hoop. So just stopped where he was and went straight up and nails the jumper. His first 2 points of the ball game. Grandview very tight man-to-man. They try to trap. Coming in, trying to lay it up. Won't make it, but will go to the line to shoot a couple. It'll be Blake Miller. Miller, left-hander, 6'5", junior. Likes to play around the perimeter, though. The other 6'5" player, Geckler, usually goes down to the block. First free throw is good, and Northmore's on the board. 5:35 to go first quarter. Kevin Rao with you tonight from Northmor High School. Next one bounces around and falls through. Quickly up, easy this time against the pressure. Cincione all the way down the court, now retreats on the dribble. Finds Collier between the rings. He drifts to the left side on the dribble. Finds Cincione in the corner. Back up top, Collier the three. No good, long rebound pulled down by Lachey. Feeds Cincione, drives left baseline, kicks it into the right block. Kicked all the way around now on the perimeters. Day will come down the lane, lay it up with the left hand and good. He went straight down the lane and then used the rim to guard his shot as he went to the left. Nicely done. Day now has 4. And we're going to get a foul out top as Cincione playing hard against Randolph out near the timeline. That'll be the second foul against the Bobcats, first against Cincione. Kyle Casey into the lineup will replace Traris. Casey, another one of those juniors. 4:56 to go first quarter. Mariotti will toss it in and then get it right back, and he'll run the point. He's a quarterback for the football team here at Northmor. Randolph will run the point, working against Cincione. Cincione's got to be careful. Almost picked up his second foul right there. Dumped down into the lane to Miller, and Grandview will poke it and then grab it. Ahead it comes to Lachey. He heads toward the rim, and he goes up for the slam. Doesn't get it, but Collier's there to rebound it. It came all the way out. It'll be off Collier. As Lachey went up for the dunk, had it about halfway down, came back out on him, and partly because the rim collapsed a little bit and kicked it out. Score remains 10-2, and Northmor will bring it down. Randolph leaning into Cincione all the way down. No foul call. And then Lachey able to steal it on the entry pass to the wing. To Cincione, top of the key, bounce pass, left baseline. Shot up and good, Kyle Casey from 12 feet. Grandview's lead is 10. Some backcourt pressure put on. Long pass ahead to Miller. He waits for everybody to make it down the court. Hands off to Randolph. Now to Mariotti in the right corner. And then stolen away at the top. Poked away. And then hustling back to get it is Dilly. But Collier's still on him in the backcourt. Finally, Dilly brings it across. Finds Randolph. He'll take the three from the left side and got it. Had his feet set when he got the pass, went right up with it. 12-5, Grandview leads by 7, 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Casey with it, right wing. Looking. Now to Cincione in the right corner, out top Lachey. Drives down the lane, little hop step off the board, good. Luke Lachey. He's got 6. Grandview up by 9, and we're going to get Glenn Cribbs in the game, and Lachey will come out for the moment. As the ball was poked away as Northmor tried to bring it down the floor. Having trouble getting it in right in front of us, finally due to Mariotti. He'll go cross court, finds Miller into the lane. Spin move by Dilly. Now he'll go up with a shot. Short, gets his own rebound, and will take it back out to the corner. And we're going to get a blocking call against Collier. He just couldn't quite get himself set as Dilly worked down the baseline against him. First against Collier, third team foul for the Bobcats. Northmor has yet to be called for one. Inbounds pass comes to Miller at the free throw line. Turns faces, now goes to Dilly left side. Into the lane, Mariotti spun, does not take the shot. Finds Miller, he will take the shot. We're going to get a foul underneath during the shot. And I think it's going to go against Cribbs, it is. So the 14th foul against the Bobcats, 2:52 to go first quarter. First against Cribbs, who's just come off the bench. Randolph underneath his basket to trigger it for Northmor. All the way out top it comes to Miller. Miller to Randolph, left point. Holds, guarded by Cincione. Tosses it to the free throw line, Miller. Heads toward the lane, but loses the handle, and Casey picks it up, steals it away. All the way ahead to Collier, one-on-one. Uses his body to shield himself, but can't get the layup. But there's Cribbs to get the rebound. Out top to Day. Manny left point to Cincione, and he'll back it out on the dribble toward the timeline as Grandview resets the offense. Right high post, Casey finds Day, the three-pointer on the way, good. Manny Day. He's got 7 to pace the Bobcats. Grandview's lead is 17-5. Head toward the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. Dilly on the dribble for Northmor. Hands behind to Randolph, who brings it back to the right side. Mariotti now right corner, goes up with the long 2, gets it. Cuts the Grandview lead to 10. Lance Cheris will come in on the next stop of play for Grandview. Collier, the long 3 from the left, good. Boy, he measured that up and went straight up, perfect form. Grandview's lead is once again 13. Randolph runs it up for Northmor. Finds Miller for the 3 left side, high off the rim, no good. 3 players go up for the rebound, the battle underneath, and it's going to go to Grandview as Dilly grabbed it and stepped on the line. Cheris in, Cincione out for Grandview. It'll be Manny Day now to run the point. No, Cheris will go back and hand back to Collier. That's what they wanted to do. Minute 25 to go first quarter. Grandview's lead is 13. Collier to Casey, right free throw line. Turns, faces the basket. Bounce pass underneath for Day, but he can't quite hang on. It'll go out of bounds. As Day came across the lane to the right side, tried to feed it to him on the block, and just couldn't quite hang on to the pass. Minimal pressure by Grandview in the backcourt. Northmor has it in their offensive end. Mariotti fakes the 3 from the right side, hands behind. On the drive is Dilly. Feeds back behind to Miller. Cross court it goes. Long 3 from Randolph. Long, and it will be rebounded by, and we'll go to Grandview. Northmor fans don't like it, but they're lucky that a foul wasn't called because a big push underneath that none of the 3 officials saw. And it will be Grandview's basketball as they'll say it went off a Northmor player. Inside a minute to go in this first quarter. Cribbs out top with it. Finds Collier. We're going to get a foul, I think, on Lachey setting a screen. He didn't complain. For Grandview, 5th foul. No fouls called against Northmor yet. That's the first foul against Lachey. 43.3 seconds. Stolen away. Day on the inbounds. Pass into lane. He comes. Goes up with the jumper. No good. Rebound by Lachey, who came all the way back down the court, and he'll lay it in. 31 seconds. 22-7. Grandview, quite the quarter to start things here tonight. 3 out top for Mariotti, no good, but Dilly the rebound. He'll dribble out of the lane, then stolen away on the pass out top. 18 seconds. Day brings it all the way down, puts it up against pressure, and he'll go, and he's fouled. Manny Day took it all the way down and ended up being a 1-on-2, which I guess was unfair in some respects. And Manny puts it in, and he's fouled. And Grandview leads it now 24-7 with 16.2 seconds to go. The free throw up and good. Day with 9 points here in the first quarter. Grandview stretching out the lead. Mariotti to Randolph, way out left side. He'll dribble back to the top, 5 seconds. Long 3 from Miller, right side, no good. Rebound in the lane, put up, no good. And Grandview's long throw ahead. The long shot actually hit a cheerleader. I think everybody's okay, as Day tried to throw it 90 feet. So quite the first quarter for the Bobcats. They did about everything right. The only thing that didn't go their way were the fouls, as they out-fouled Northmor 5-1. We're going to take a quick break, have second quarter action for you right after this. Welcome back to Northmor High School. Kevin Rao with you tonight. Scott Murphy, the night off, as he is out singing with his band in New Philadelphia tonight. How about that? So he left things to me to go solo. We miss him dearly, but we'll forge on. 25-7, Grandview leads it after a quarter of play. And they're going to try to put a little half-court trap on Northmor off the inbounds play. It'll come ahead, and Lachey steals it and then gets it to Treras. He was falling out of bounds, so he threw it ahead to Treras. Now Cincione. Free throw line, hands behind. Lachey's shot is blocked. The rebound battled for on the floor. And it'll be Northmor to pull it away. Randolph spins away from pressure. Down the lane he comes. Goes to the right side. The layup from Miller, no good. Ball bounces around. Grandview pulls the rebound. Shortest guy on the floor, Cincione pulls it down, and then he's going to be fouled from behind. Second foul against Northmor. Cincione didn't like the way he was fouled. He just showed the offense. Did a little demonstration about how Miller swung his foot around. First on Miller. So Grandview will have it. It'll be Cincione to get it in the backcourt and bring it up. Randolph greets him at the timeline. Left high post to Cribbs. Turns faces, and we're going to get a foul called on Northmor on a screen set by Cincione. He's taking some punishment in this possession. And it's going to go against Logan Randolph. Nope. Cole Dilly called for it. His first, team's third. Cincione out top with it. Treras, left wing. Now on the dribble toward the lane. Picks up his dribble, now looking for help. Gets it to Lachey, who comes and gets it. Lachey down the left side, off the board, good, and we're going to get a blocking foul, count the basket. Randolph tried to set his feet, but he had to keep moving as Lachey moved laterally. And Luke Lachey gets it to go. And we'll have the free throw. Grandview's lead is 20. And the free throw no good, but Lachey will get the rebound himself and feed Cincione. And the referees thought it was two shots. It was and one. Grandview, since they got the rebound, will get it to inbounds, but some miscommunication there. Now they're going to get, Collier's been sitting at the table. He should have come in before, but they'll get him in now. And some chatter down to our left is the head coach for Northmor, Zach Ruth, talking to one of the officials. The officials just whiffed on that. They thought there were two shots, but they didn't. Not everybody got the message that the ball went in on the shot by Lachey. He's got 10. Manny Day's got 10 here in the early going in this second quarter. Grandview's lead is 20. So I'm not sure why the discussion is ongoing. Grandview got the rebound, so it doesn't really matter. And then they called time after Grandview had possession, so I'm just not sure what the issue was. But now we're ready to go. And it will be the Bobcats with the ball inbounding on the far sideline. Get it into Traris, right corner. Looking for Lachey down on the block, can't get it to him. And we're going to get a foul on Lachey. And that's going to be his second. That'll get Manny Day back into the game to get Lachey a rest. We've played just a minute 4 and the second one on Lachey. And he and Miller were giving and getting on that right block, and Luke called for it as he established some position. So Northmor with the basketball, trailing by 20. Grandview trapping at midcourt. A jump pass is going to be stolen away by Manny Day. He went up high to grab it, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Cincione comes and gets it to trigger the offense. On the dribble, looks right, finds Collier in the wing. Collier to Cincione, around to Day, left side. Out top, Traers. Thought about the three, goes to Collier instead, right wing. He drives down the lane, stops at 13, and nails the two-pointer. Grandview pressure all the way in the backcourt. We're getting a kick as Day went up. Not surprising he'd kick it out of bounds. There's an argument he's the best soccer player at the high school level in Ohio this year. We're going to get a timeout called. Grandview has scored all 4 points of this second quarter. They lead it now 29-7 with 6:17 to go before the half. We will step out, be back with more second quarter action for you right after this. Northmor called the timeout as they find themselves behind 22 here at home. 6:17 to go. Second quarter. Kevin Rao with you tonight from the north part of Morrow County, hence Northmor High School. And the Golden Knights will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. It'll be Mariotti ahead to Miller. Now Dilly with it way out left side. Top of the key to Mariotti. Wanted to feed down low, couldn't get it to him. Good defense by Traris on Miller. Dilly, left wing. Looks down on the baseline, finds Miller working against Traris. To Mariotti, fakes in the wing, drives in. Gets Day in the air twice, goes up now with the shot and nails it. Manny Day about jumped out of the gym twice. But Mariotti used it to his advantage. Grandview will bring it up. 5:38 to go in the second quarter. Cincione directs traffic. No defense out on him. Now Collier drives down the left side, puts it up with the left hand, in and out. Cribbs the rebound, and now we're going to a lot of bumping on the floor, and I think this is going to go against Northmor's. Cribbs a good job to pull that rebound down. The foul called, well, I'm not sure. Oh, Cooper Keene is in there now. And just came off the bench and got the foul. Collier to Day, way out left side to the top, Cincione. Player screening away, he'll go to Day, left wing. On the dribble to the top. Right side, Cincione heads to the lane, now backs out. Traris coming off a screen left wing, fakes the three, dumps it down to Cribbs on the block. To Traris in the corner, three on the way, no good. Day jumped out of the gym and knocked it up in the air, but not able to get to it as Keene will pull it down. Here comes Northmor. 4:52 to go in the first half. Dilly drives down the lane, kicks off his knee, able to grab him before it went out of bounds. Gets it back to Mariotti. He'll go up with the shot from 13 and good. Grandview's lead is 18. Bobcats have the basketball. Collier fakes, goes around everybody, and we're going to get a foul as he was hit as he made his move coming off the wing down the lane, and it will be 2 shots. Kyle Casey will come in after the first one. Collier tonight has 7 points. He'll have a couple of free throws here. 4:33 to go first half. First one up and good. Kyle Casey will come into the lineup, and he'll replace Glenn Cribbs. Junior for junior there. Collier with another free throw. This one up and good. Nothing but net. Back to a 20-point lead for the Bobcats. 4.5 minutes to go before the break at the half. Mariotti will bring it up. Some backcourt pressure, man-to-man put on by Day. Jump pass goes to the left corner to Keene. Now to the wing. And back down on the block to Miller. Tries to underhand a pass as Keene was coming down the lane. He'll turn around, try to pass it back out. But Collier steals it away. He's going to drive in, put it in, and he's fouled. And he waited for the pressure to get the foul. He uses his body so well going to the basket. Did it right there to not only get the bucket as he kind of scooped it up and in and drew the foul from behind. That's just such a smart player right there to make that move. And he does it time and time again. It'd be tough to defend him because he would always be working against you. Free throw up and good. Grandview again, man-to-man backcourt pressure. Keene will bring it up, working against Kyle Casey. 4 minutes to go. We played half of this second quarter. Keene picks up his dribble all the way to the top to Randolph, who had to come and save him. Dilly, right wing. Stairs in, now goes the dribble to the top. Circles, comes back to the wing. Hands behind to Mariotti. Around it goes around the perimeter. Mariotti gets it back at the top. Trying to feed Miller down on the block. Traris working against him. He'll go up strong off the board and get it to go. Miller has 4. And we're going to get Collier, and we're going to get a charging foul. That was one of those moves that he tried to draw the pressure, and he got caught that time. He kind of smiles as he comes down because he knows that. That'll be his second foul, so he'll come out, and Charlie James. Charlie James got in there a little quick. He's going to check in. And they're talking here. They're right. I'm at the bench tonight. We're at the scorer's table, so I get to hear all this. Charlie James is going to come in, get a little lecture from the official. I think we all get that. So James into the ballgame will replace Collier, who just picked up his second foul. Collier sits down. He's got 12 points in this one to lead the Bobcats. Dilly dribbles down. Cincione guarding him. Aaron's got a foul. He needs to be careful. Almost picked up a second one there, trying to poke it away. Randolph to the top, guarded by James. Right side. Mariotti working against Manny Day to the corner. It goes to Aaron Berg, who's in there for the first time. Miller into the lane, puts it up with the left hand, good. Miller, real strong player, and he scored now in successive possessions by going hard to the bucket. Traris out top with it. Right side, Casey. Day coming off a screen. The Traris set and then got pushed halfway to him. Cincione heads toward the lane. Now he'll come back out with it. Grandview resets, and a lot of physical activity going on right now. And we're going to get a foul called on Aaron Berg, who just came off the bench. That'll send Day to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. 18th foul against Northmor, the first foul against Berg. But I think Northmore's a little frustrated. Grandview's setting a lot of screens away from the ball, and guys just running through him. Day misses the front end, but there's Casey to get the rebound. He'll go up against pressure, and shot blocked from the left side. Northmor pulls down the rebound, and then the ball thrown away as Mariotti trying to throw it ahead to Miller. Really an unforced error there. No pressure on Mariotti on the throw ahead. 2:26 to go in this second quarter. Grandview has it, leading by 19. Cincione, Day now Gets a screen out top from Casey. Stops from 10 feet. Jumper on the way, no good. Casey goes high to tip it away, and I think it's going to be called on Casey. So he knocks Dilly to the floor, going up for the rebound. And this should be a 1-and-1. It will be Dilly going to the line. And Dilly a little shaken up. His head coach, Zach Ruth, out there talking to him. He went hard to the floor as Kyle Casey can really get up off the floor. Dilly will go up and shoot the 1-and-1. Both teams now with 18 fouls. 2:14 remains before half. So Dilly. And now the referee says that Dilly's got to come out because he was attended to with an injury. And we're going to get a discussion here in front of us whether Dilly has to come out or not. If he does, it'll be Cooper Keene, the sophomore, to come in and shoot for him. Actually, I think they're going to change that up now. Grayson Cass, the freshman. I think that's who they want to shoot if Dilly has to come out now. And that's going to be the case. So they're going to get a shooter in there now. The freshman, Grayson Cass. He's a good one. We saw him play in the JV game, and good shooter, and that's why they've got him in there to shoot for Dilly. The rule is once you're attended to, you got to come out. Free throw up and good. It's a good coaching decision. And the freshman, Grayson Cass, is on the board. He'll have another one. This one up and good. Cuts the lead 17, so Grandview doubling up right now on Northmor. 2:06 to go in the second. Cincinnati on the dribble left wing, and nobody coming to get him. Randolph guarding him, but way off the ball, so no count. And Aaron will drift back toward the line on the dribble, the timeline. Drives down left, kicks to Treras, fakes the three, drives in, and we're going to get a blocking foul. And that'll go against Randolph. Treras will go to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. An unpopular call here with the Northmor fans, and pretty close one right there. You can hear the reaction. Treras, first free throw up and good. He'll have another one, 1:46 to go. Next one up and go. Grandview again putting pressure on. Northmor brings it across. It'll be Miller way out right side to the freshman Cass, now around to Randolph. Out top to Berg. Dump it down to Miller, right block. He tries to move to the lane. It's poked away from him, and Day will have it, and then a foul in the backcourt as he was tripped up trying to move up court. Foul will go against the freshman Cass, and Manny Day will go to the line to shoot 2 on the double bonus. Grandview has outscored Northmor in this quarter 11-10. We're going to get Darion Davis in there in just a moment. After the first free throw. Day, left-hander up and good. Davis will come in for Kyle Casey. Grandview back out to a 20-point margin. Next one up and good. Got them both. Nice touch. 1:25 to go. And we got a foul on Northmor right away. It's going to be Aaron Cincinnati going to the line. And he'll shoot 2. That one, well, we're not sure who it went against. Oh, there's the call. It's against Blake Miller, his third. Cincinnati gets the first shot of this double bonus. Did they just give the point? And he gets them both, and I think our scoreboard is wrong. It should be 38-19, and now that's what it is. As Cincinnati gets both shots, we're going to get a kick in the backcourt as Cincinnati went up to kick it away. 1:20 to go. Cincinnati's first 2 points of the game. He's just that unselfish a player, but what a difference he has made since being back in the lineup. Cass bringing it up, poked away from him. Day able to steal it, and then he's dragged to the floor. As Cass quickly picks up another foul. Day poked it away and then ran behind to grab it, and then Cass literally tackled him. So Manny Day to the free throw line. First one up, bounces out. He'll have another. 1:10 to go. Day, left-hander. Next one up, in and out, all the way around and came out. Rebound to Northmor, quick pass ahead to Randolph. He runs it up to the left wing. Goes across court right wing. Cass fakes the three into the lane, but then stolen away by Day. He's got to beat Mariotti. He'll go up against pressure, lay it up and in. Manny Day. He's got 14 here in the first half. Grandview's lead back out to 21. Then the pass ahead thrown away by Northmor as they tried to beat the pressure with a cross-court pass. It sails out of bounds. Grandview will get it back. 46 seconds to go in this first half. Charlie James in there now will inbound it to Aaron Cincinnati. Cincinnati walking it up. No pressure on him at the timeline. Goes to Day now way out left side. 36 seconds. Cheris off a screen to the right wing. Now in the corner to Cincinnati. He'll dribble back to the top. Inside 30 seconds to go, first half. Treras coming off the screen. Instead, it'll be Cincinnati out right side. Berg guarding him. Now Cincinnati will bounce back toward the timeline, still on the dribble. 16 seconds. Grandview's lead is 42-19. They've made a correction here, so we'll add that to it. 8 seconds. Cincinnati on the drive stops. 5 seconds. 4, 3, heads to the lane. He'll put it up after being nudged, and it will be short. He tried to draw the foul, couldn't do it. Goes to the floor, no call. And Grandview will take a 42-19 lead to the locker room here at half at Northmor High School. We'll step aside, catch our breath, be back with second half action, and we'll do it after this timeout. We get ready to start the third quarter here at Northmor High School. Kevin Rao with you tonight from the north part of Morrow County. Grandview big 42-17 lead at the half. They led 25-7 after a quarter of play. And the Bobcats will have the basketball to start this third quarter. Day with it. Left wing dumps it down to Lachey. Left block working against Miller. He'll dribble back out to the wing. Reverses, comes right back to the hoop. Goes right corner, Cheris, open look on the three, no good, but gets his own rebound, comes to the hoop with it. Up at the left hand, good. Lance Cheris followed his shot. And right back on the board. Grandview pressure on at the half court. Across easily, Dilly with the shot left wing on the three, no good. Aaron Cincione with the rebound. Senior will run it up the floor. Nobody stopping him all the way down. Then dishes to Lachey. It'll go to the corner. Luke couldn't quite hang on to it. Around to the top. Collier with the open look on the three, and he nails it. Grandview, the first 5 points of this third quarter, stretch the lead out to 30. Still some pressure at half court. Ball thrown away. Traers comes up with it. He'll run it up. Goes to the corner. Day fakes the three down the right baseline. He comes up against pressure, and he'll lay it up and in at the front of the rim. 49-17. Played just over a minute of this third quarter. Grandview stepping on the accelerator. Into the game, Trevor Geckler. Out to Miller at the top. He misses the three, and there's Manny Day for the rebound. One and done right now for Northmor. And then a little push from behind by Dilly. Our first foul of this second half. And Dilly not happy with himself. That's his third foul. Back in the lineup, Cooper Keene, the 6'4 sophomore, along with Grayson Cass, the 5'8 freshman. Geckler out. Don't miss a little height there at 6'5, coming out of the ball game. Cincione up with the ball for the Bobcats. Day, left wing, outside the arc, gets a screen, dribbles toward the baseline. Stops, dumps it down to Lachey. Lachey left block, kicks it back, and Day had moved. It'll go out of bounds. He had some muscle memory, and Day wasn't there when he turned around. A rare turnover for the Bobcats tonight. Northmor will bring it up. Mariotti, ball poked away. Day has it. On the breakaway, comes to the front of the rim, and he'll lay it up and in. Teammates wanted him to slam it. He just didn't have the right steps to do it. Cass, hands off behind, stolen away by Cincione. 3-on-1. Collier down the middle of the floor, goes to the right side of the rim, no good, but Lachey's there to lay it back, but Mee misses it. Rebound comes off Cass, and a lot of banging around in the backcourt. No call. Grandview got away with one there. Northmor with the basketball. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Ball poked away, almost got it again, Manny Day. Cass off a screen. Back to Mariotti, working against Day. Boy, Day putting some big-time defense on right at the moment. Randolph out top. Mariotti fakes the shot. Passes, gets it back as he drives down the right baseline. No good. Rebound to Mariotti. Goes turnaround jumper, same shot, all the way to the top. And it'll be Cass with it. He'll drive it in, put it up off the board. Good, and he's fouled. Good for these Northmor fans. They're hanging with this team. Yeah, they had a really good team last year, lost 4 seniors, all who contributed. Kyle Casey quickly into the ballgame. Second foul. Call and see who it went against. Goes against Cincione, his second. Both teams with just one team foul here in the half. Shot is missed. Lachey pulls down the rebound. Ahead it comes to Cheris. Now Casey, left corner, out top, Luke Lachey. Left side, Cincione coming off the screen, down in the corner to Casey. Casey on the dribble. Finds Lachey, driving left side, he'll put it off the board and good. Made a nice move to the hoop coming down the left side of the lane. Casey, the good pass to him. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Randolph with it for Northmor. Mariotti, right wing, picks up the dribble. Hands to Randolph, poked away from him, he'll get it back. Now drifts to the corner on the dribble, out top Mariotti. Mariotti working against Casey. Long two, just inside the arc, no good. Rebound to Lachey. Cincione runs it up, finds Casey right corner. Casey stops, finds Cheris. Cheris in the wing. Down to the corner it goes. Casey underneath. Collier misses the layup. Gets his own rebound, goes back up. Doesn't get it again, but this time he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Collier with 15 tonight for Grandview to pace the Bobcats. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Lachey has 12. Day, who is sitting down for the moment, and we'll check on his. He's also in double figures. Charlie James will come into the lineup as Collier makes the first one. And Aaron Cincione will sit out. 4:08 to go third quarter. Next free throw up, good. 55-19, Grandview win the lead. We played half of this third quarter. Cass out front with the basketball, hands behind to Randolph. Drives toward the right side, dishes out Mariotti, comes off the screen. Left side to Cass, the freshman drives the baseline, knocked away from him. Will go all the way out to half court and belong to Northmor. As Casey pokes it away. Manny Day back in the lineup will replace Lance Treris. And now we can tell you Day has 16. Northmor the basketball, the entry pass knocked away. Lachey got a hand on it. He'll get it back. He comes down and he'll slam it home. He made the steal, made a good pass to Collier. Collier fed it right back to him. Cass with the basketball for Northmor. Hands behind on the wing to Randolph, who reverses, and then his shot blocked by Lachey about 6 feet away from the bucket. Randolph, a good move to get there, but Lachey went up high to get the block and Grandview the rebound. Day drives down. He's held a little bit. We're going to get a travel, and that time Manny, he wanted to do that little jump stop, but he stuttered his feet and drew the travel call. Trevor Geckler back in the lineup for Northmor. He'll replace Blake Miller. 6'5" player for 6'5" player right there. And Northmor with the basketball. Randolph. Mariotti now dribbles to the top, all the way around to the left side. Spins, turns back to the right, gets it back. Now Cooper Keene with it. Dishes it to Randolph, back out top to Mariotti. Cass to Keene. Down on the block, turnaround jumper from 8 feet is good for Trevor Geckler. Grandview will walk it up. Collier runs the point. Now to Day. Day left point, gets a screen out top from Lachey. He'll take the 15-footer off the screen, no good. Ball comes all the way back out. Grandview had already retreated. And Northmor will grab it. Randolph on the dribble. Right side. Dishes to Cass as he comes behind and dribbles to the top. Left side to Keene into the corner. Mariotti guarded by Day. Randolph working against Charlie James. Dribbles back to the top, finds Keene right wing. Keene cross court. Now spins around to Cass, back to the top around to the right side. Keene outside the arc. All this passing going on. Minute 50 to go third quarter. Keene out top. Kyle Casey out to get him. Left wing to Randolph. Charlie James guarding him. Cass now with it. Is all this going on outside the three-point line. Randolph fakes the three, drives in, dishes off. Mariotti, 17-footer, no good. Charlie James to rebound quickly ahead to Collier. He runs it up the far sideline, heads to the lane, puts it up. We're going to get a made basket and a foul, and it'll be an and one situation for Brian Collier. And the basket is good. Randolph called for it, his fourth, team's third here in the second half, and that'll get Cribbs into the lineup to replace Luke Lachey. Aaron Cincione going to come back in for Collier if Collier makes it. Northmor will get Aaron Berg in there, the 5'10 senior, and he'll replace Randolph, who just picked up his fourth foul. Collier now with 19. Can he make it 20? He does. And he will come out of the lineup and Cincione in. 60-21 Grandview. Minute 23 to go third quarter. Freshman guard Cass on the dribble, guarded by Cincione. He'll come all the way down the right side. Cincione steps in and ties him up. Aaron just kind of sandbagged him that time as he went by, and as he spun back, Aaron was right there, ties him up. It'll stay with Northmor on the arrow, a minute 15 to go third quarter. Grandview's lead 60-21. All the way out top to Geckler. Geckler to Keene, a couple of 6'5 players. Out top Mariotti, working against Manny Day, fakes the three. Passes to Keene left wing. Keene wanted to go back out top, good defense, and we're going to get a kick. And it's going to, again, Manny Day able to kick it on the defense. Not surprised if that's his first option. He's such a good soccer player. So underneath it goes to Northmor. It'll be Mariotti to toss it in. He goes left corner to Berg. He'll dribble back out to the wing. Into Mariotti, who comes behind him. Heads toward the lane. Instead, we'll go to Geckler, right wing back, to Mariotti out top. Darion Davis will come in. Next stoppage of play for Grandview. Cass into the lane. Little hop step, but can't get the 5-footer. Grandview the rebound. 38 seconds to go third quarter. Day drives all the way in. He lays it up and in. He just kind of waited until the Red Sea parted and drove it all the way down the left side and lays it in. 25 seconds to go third quarter. Grandview stretching out the lead. Cass fakes the three, comes down the left baseline, double team, gets all the way underneath, goes up against pressure, and I think Cincione going to be called for. 14.6 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Freshman guard Grayson Cass will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Misses the first. Third foul against Cincione. Second foul against the Bobcats here in the half. Next one up and good. Northmor adds a point. 12 seconds. Aaron Cincione going to walk it up. Crosses the timeline with 7 seconds. Gets a screen out top from Day. Drives left side all the way down. Up and under he goes, and in and out on the layup. Rebounded Northmor, and that will do it for the quarter. Grandview stretches the lead out to 40. We got a quarter left. We hope you'll stay right here. Grandview boys rolling here tonight at Northmor. Back after this. Grandview will have it first in the fourth quarter. They outscored Northmor in the third quarter 20-5 and lead it now by 40. Grandview going to work against a 1-2-2 zone in this quarter as the Golden Knights change it up on the defensive side. Cincione, they're not coming to get him out front, so he'll just wait. Now makes a pass. Darion Davis, who's in there now in the quarter. All the way around to Cincione. He'll drive left side. Now back it out to the corner. Casey in the lane. Triple teamed to Davis. Right wing. 3 on the way. No good. Ball bounces out. Charlie James grabs it for Grandview. Dribbles down the right baseline. Misses the shot. Dilly will come away with it, and then a foul on Grandview. And it will go against Charlie James. And for Charlie, I believe that's his first. It is. 3 team fouls now for both teams here in the second half. Northmor brings it up. Logan Randolph, the junior point guard, gets it to Dilly, who's back in there now right side. He'll come all the way back out to the top. Geckler got away from him. He's able to get it before it crosses the timeline. Back to Dilly, way out right side. Miller back in there, drives right baseline, puts it up against pressure, and gets it to go. Hit the back of the rim and fell through. We're going to get Johnny Hurley in for the Bobcats for the first time here in just a moment. James with it for Grandview. Cincione now right wing. Back to the top, gets a screen at the free throw line. Down the lane he comes and gets the runner to go. Cincione now with 4 points. Miller right back takes the three on the offensive end. Darion Davis skies for the rebound. Cincione avoids pressure all the way up. Cribbs beats everybody down the floor and he lays it up and in. Glenn Cribbs, his first 2 of the night. We played a couple of minutes of this fourth quarter. Mariotti working against Davis. To the free throw line, stops, turns, fakes, passes underneath to Geckler. Geckler back to Mariotti. Mariotti inside the arc right side. We're going to get a bunch of people coming in here in just a moment. For Northmor. In fact, they're going to take all 5 guys out. Randolph drives right side, stops, puts it up. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple, or will he? Nope, no foul, just ball blocked and out of bounds. He went crashing, I thought maybe. He called. Cincione will come out, as will Kyle Casey. We'll also get Grant Culbertson in there, sophomore. Hurley, sophomore as well for Grandview. New players in for Northmor as well. One of those gets the inbounds pass. Zane Parrott, love that name. Now to DeMarcus Hudson, both a couple of seniors there into the lineup. Parrott, right corner to Alex Tuttle, junior. Berg in there now will throw up the runner, no good. Rebound Charlie James, shortest guy on the floor, grabs it from everybody. James dribbles up, finds Cribbs at the top in the lane. Darion Davis, left side of the rim, spins, puts it up and in. Beautiful move from the left block as he spun back into the lane and gets it, the shooter's touch off the back of the rim. 68-24, 5:08 to go, fourth quarter. 3 on the way from Alex Tuttle, and he nails it for Northmor. His first points of the ball game. Charlie James up with the basketball for Grandview. Darion Davis way out left side. Back screen finds Charlie James in the corner. He'll dribble back to the wing. Now to Cribbs out top. Back to James in the wing. Hurley coming off a screen, gets it at the top of the key. Gets another screen from Culbertson to Darion Davis. Davis picks up his dribble. Wanted to go right block to Cribbs as he came down the lane, and the ball will go out of bounds and belong to Northmor. 4:32 to go. Northmor with the basketball. Alex Tuttle into the corner. Keene, the 3 from there, no good. Backside rebound pulled down by Charlie James. He's had a couple of big rebounds last couple of possessions. James dribbles up, finds Cribbs way out top. Cribbs fakes the pass, now goes to James right corner. Culbertson sets the screen, he goes the other way down the baseline, puts it up against pressure, and good. Charlie James, that's about as strong as you can play right there against pressure. No foul called, he didn't care, he puts it in. Keene, left corner for Northmor. Wanted to take the 3, didn't this time. Did last time and not able to get it. Hands to Tuttle. Kicks it back out to Parrott. Parrott, little baby hook coming across the lane, left to right. No good. Rebound Charlie James. 3:36 to go. Cribbs down the lane he comes. Little jump step. And he'll get it from the left side. Ended up laying it in. Nice move by Glenn Cribbs. 3:20 to go. Northmor on the offense. Keene around it goes. Tuttle fakes the 3, comes back out top to Zane Parrott. Left corner Keene now. He is not going to take that 3 again. All the way out top. Tuttle takes the 3 in and out. Darion Davis skies to get the rebound. and he'll dribble it up himself. 2:55. Darion had a nice JV game tonight, the junior. Grandview with the basketball. Davis has it right corner. Gets a screen in the wing, dribbles to the top. Loses the handle, but there's Hurley to pick it up. Now Charlie James fakes the three, drives inside the arc, dishes off Davis. Davis back to James as he was coming down the lane, but good defense pokes it away. And Hudson will grab it. Long pass ahead will go out of bounds and belong to Grandview. Hurley, good defense coming up the floor. We'll get Rylan Thomas, a 5'10 senior, into the ball game for Northmor. And he'll replace Aaron Berg, another senior. Charlie James walks it up for Grandview. 2:18 to go. So Grandview, convincing win here tonight. Cribbs down the lane will put it up. I don't think they're going to call another foul based on that last play. Cribbs puts it up again. Nope, I'm wrong. That one was more blatant. And Cribbs will go to the line to shoot a couple. Glenn Cribbs, 6'3 junior. A lot of playing time tonight. He usually does see good playing time off the bench. And he gets a first free throw. 2:07 to go in this one. Kevin Rao with you from Northmor High School. Next one up, no good. Rebound, Darion Davis pulls it away in a pack, and he'll lay it in. He went up above everybody and then went right to the bucket. Northmor brings it up. Tuttle, left side out top to Parrott. Keene fakes, comes down the baseline, puts it up, no good. Partially blocked by Culbertson, who gets the rebound. He'll pass ahead to Charlie James, and James will walk it across. 1:36. James puts up the fist, calls the play, gets a screen out high from Culbertson. Goes to the right off it all the way down the lane, and then his shot is knocked out of bounds by the taller Trevor Geckler. Our next game will be next Tuesday night as we follow the boys to River Valley. I hope you'll join us for that. 7:30 tip. Again, next Tuesday night, Scott Murphy and I'll have that for you. Grandview, the quick shot, no good off the inbounds pass. Cribbs, the rebound, no good on the putback. And Northmor, the rebound, 1:15. Keene all the way down, lays it up, no good. And then he hits it out of bounds himself trying to get the rebound. Grandview will have it. Our next girls game, of course, we had the Academy game earlier today. Grandview led it in the fourth quarter, just couldn't quite hang on. We'll have the girls a week from today. They'll have an afternoon game at Centerburg. We actually saw Centerburg as we were coming into the gym tonight. They had a triple overtime loss against this Northmor team. Charlie James drives to the hoop, doesn't get it to go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. So again, the boys Tuesday night at River Valley, and then next Saturday we'll have the girls' afternoon game. That's scheduled right now for a 2:30 start next Saturday, the girls at Centerburg. James' first free throw up and good. James has three. They'll have another free throw. 59.7 seconds to go in this one. Next one up, no good. Rebound in the lane. Pulled down by Cribbs. He's been a force here in the fourth quarter. James, now right wing, gets a screen from Culbertson. Culbertson spins off that. James will go to the right, all the way down the lane, and then his shot knocked out of bounds. He was working against the much taller Keene. Keene stands at 6'4". Inbounds pass. Cribbs, right block. Back to the basket, spins off the board, no good, but he'll go to the line as he was fouled. Cribbs, right-handed shooter, 6'3". Future Hall of Fame Coach Ray Corbett over here talking to Culbertson about setting the screen and how to roll off that. First free throw good from Cribbs, makes it 77-27. Next free throw up, and good. Grandview has stretched out the lead. 38 seconds to go in this one. Keene drives, dishes behind. Shot up in the three made by the senior DeMarcus Hudson. Grandview up with the basketball, 25 seconds. Cribbs out top. Guarded out there by Parrott. Spins, dishes back to Johnny Hurley, and it's stolen away from him. Hudson all the way down the floor, and he'll lay it up and in. Darion Davis did his best to get down the floor, but he went high in the air and flew past, and that will do it. Our final score tonight is 78-32. Grandview with the big non-conference win on the road. And they spread it around. A lot of unselfish play and great defense tonight. In fact, 2 quarters they gave up 10, gave up 7 in another, 5 in another, and just really dominated all facets of play tonight. Well, just a reminder, our next boys game will be next Tuesday night. Scott Murphy and I will be at River Valley High School as the boys head up that way. We'll have the tip-off for you right around 7:30. And then our next girls game will be a week from today. It'll be an afternoon game, a 2:30 game at Centerburg. We'll have the girls for you. So 2 big games coming up, and maybe a third, but we'll let you know next Tuesday whether that's going to happen or not. So a little bit of mystery going into next week. Well, we'll see you next Tuesday, though, for the River Valley game. That will wind it up for us tonight. Grandview gets the win on the road here at Northmor, 78-32. For my statistician tonight, Jerry Robbins, I'm Kevin Rao. Good night, everyone.